Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time coming and joining me, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So today I want to show you my hopeful pile for February. I am actually committing myself to reading more than 2 books in 1 month. So I actually want to show you these books that I've chosen for the month of February from my to be read stack. I will read from the back of each book, and just to give you an idea of what they are about and why I'm reading them. I'll start with something that I've actually read before. Malebo Sepudi's Misbehave. I'm rereading this part of this book because it's such an important book for me personally. The time I read it, I feel like it actually taught me so much, and it showed me that I needed to unlearn as much as I felt that Malebo was also unlearning as she was writing. That's the reason why I want to revisit it. I feel like I need to remind myself of why I love this book so much. I'm going to read the back of the book and Malebo's bio. And then, yeah, it's actually published by Blackbird Books. It has just recently been reprinted. So, yeah, you can get it on blackbirdbooks.africa. And you can actually check out some of the... Ooh, I'm actually... I didn't even intend to... Yeah, I'm wearing Blackbird Books. But yeah, you can also just check their website blackbirdbooks.africa, and buy your merchandise. And I'm actually reading 2 books from Blackbird Books this month. But anyway, okay. So, what happens when a black woman decides to live her own life and become who she wants to be? When Malebo Sepudi first came across historian Laurel Thatcher Ulrich's quote, "Well-behaved women seldom make history," she knew that she was tired of everyone else having a say in who and what she should be. According to Malebo, it is a norm for black women to live according to society's prescribed standards of what it means to be a well-behaved woman. But what happens when a black woman decides to live her own life and become who she wants to be? She is often seen as misbehaving. Appropriating Laurel Thatcher's Ulrich's quote, Malebo boldly renounces societal expectations and shares her journey towards achieving total autonomy and self-determinism. Misbehave is a conversation that will challenge, rattle, and occasionally cause you to reflect on your own life, daring you to ask yourself the question, are you truly living life the way you want to? And Malebo Sepudi is an activist and writer who takes special interest in gender development, science, and economics in Africa. She's known as Lioness and describes her life as nomadic. She's the founder of Lady Leader, a platform that allows black women to just be. So I'm going to be reading from this book again this month. I just want to share, maybe I'll share some reflections on it on another video. But yeah, some of the chapters, it's actually essays, and they are some of the names of the essays are Misbehave, Love Regulated. I think one of my favorites is Self-Care as Misbehavior. Maybe I'll actually do a video on that, a separate video on self-care as misbehavior, on my thoughts of that. But yeah, this is the cover. I've actually covered mine because I mean, yeah, and I don't borrow it to anyone, but I've covered it and it's signed, obviously. But yeah, I can't wait to revisit this important book. I'll link up everything on the description as well where you can get it. But yeah, that's book number 1. And the second book that I'm reading is Intruders by Mohale Mashiro. This is Mohale's second offering, and it's short stories. And I picked it up because I've had it for a while, and I wanted to read something different from what I've been reading. I've actually been listening to more audio books, and I thought, you know what, let me just revisit this. And I'm reading it very slowly. I'm taking my time. I'm reading one story each night or every other night. I've got a few favorites. Let me read the back of the book first. The opening, the author's note here is like, guys, get the book if you haven't got the book. But yeah, Intruders. It opens up with the explanation of intruders. The word synonyms is trespassers, interlopers, invaders, prowlers, infiltrators, encroachers, violators. Actually, I just remembered I did read one short story from this for the live book readings on Instagram, Bookstagram, and I will also try and link that up on here on the descriptions under this video. Otherwise, you can just go and scroll down on my IGTV. The episode is still there. I read from the first story, which is Manuka. Yeah, Manuka. So these short stories are actually sectioned in 3 parts: the good, the bad, and the colorful. So yeah. Often sisters chase monsters of urban legend in Bloemfontein, my hometown. At a busy taxi rank, a woman kills a man with her shoe. A genomicist is accused of playing God when she creates a fatherless child. Intruders is a collection that explores how it feels not to belong. These are stories of unremarkable people thrust into extraordinary situations by events beyond their control. With a unique and memorable touch, Mohale Mashiro explores the everyday ills we live with and wrestle constantly, all the while allowing hidden energies to emerge and play out their unforeseen circumstances. Mohale Mashiro is the author of the wildly acclaimed and best-selling novel The Yearning, which won the University of Johannesburg 2016 debut prize for South African writing in English, as well as of Beyond the River, a young adult adaptation of the movie of the same name. She is also an award-winning singer, songwriter, and comic book writer for the Kwezi series. Yeah, that is Mohale's bio. And Lauren Beekers, author of is it Zoo City? Yes, Zoo City. And what other, I forgot her new book, but yeah, Lauren Beekers says subversive and electric and yet achingly familiar. And yeah, I love the illustrations on the cover and inside the book. Actually, there is illustrations for every part. When a new part starts, there's illustrations like the good. This is the bad. See, these are by author and illustrator Shubmun Khan, and I love them. I've written things in here. Yo, guys, that is my second book. When I'm rereading a book, it does count as a book, right? I hope it does. Yeah, I'm rereading Misbehave. So this is the second book that I'm reading. And then the third book, and this third book is actually this third book is actually part of a buddy reading I'm doing with another lovely Bookstagrammer, Charity. I met her on Bookstagram. Charity is under at Booked by Charity. Yeah, Booked by Charity. Yes. We are co-reading the Being series. So the Being series consists of Being Curry. Being Curry is the first one. Then there is Being Lily, and the third one is Being Shirley, which was released last year, which is the one that I have read. So we're starting from scratch with Being Kari, Being Lily, Being Shirley. But Being Shirley, I've already read. So next month, or yeah, whenever we're done with this one, we will continue. And I actually just posted an amazing picture of it on my Bookstagram. So do check that out. Maybe I'll link it up somewhere. But yeah, this is what we're reading for the month of February. And this is Carnita Loxton, the author. Fabulous. And the cover says, sometimes finding love means going back to where you came from. I love this little bikini. Let me read wait, let me see if the synopsis is here in front. Oh yeah, yes, it is. For Kari Dutoit, Valentine's Day will never be the same again. When the love of her life reveals he's been unfaithful to her, life, romance, and everything in between come crashing down. Suddenly, it seems as if her previous life, one far removed from Blaubergstrand's sandy beaches, is slowly catching up with her. After 10 years of silence, Kari receives a call from her estranged brother at the foot of Devil's Peak, where neighborly salams and burkas are as ordinary as yellow polka dot bikinis in Blauberg. She once again becomes Karima Aesop, daughter of Amina and Farouk Aesop, daughter, sister, deserter. For Kari, sometimes finding love means going back to where you came from. So Kari's man does the unthinkable and he cheats. And yeah, so this book was actually gifted to me by my friend Simule. And yeah, we decided to do this buddy reading because I collected the first two. I actually bought these two. That is Being Lily. This was gifted to me by Kwela Books and B Publishers. And so I read this one last year. So this is how they must be actually. This is the first one and then the second one. See? Yeah. So I decided to read these because I want to read something light. I feel like I actually said this on the caption for this post with this book for the buddy reading, that Carnita writes women's stories, women's lives with such it's light and it's not heavy, you know. So I wanted something very light. I wanted something to just dilute all the darkness that I've been going through and all the meh, plus the rain. Guys, it's been raining for almost 2 weeks. So this weather is just, yeah, working its way into our nervous system, and I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, this is something light and I hope I will enjoy it. I'm actually enjoying it. I just I think I'm on page 18 now, and so far so good. So yeah, that is the third book I'm reading in February. Pray for me, guys. And then the fourth book. The fourth book I am reading, I did a giveaway last week of this book with Jonathan Ball Publishers. I was gifted this book by Jonathan Ball, and they sponsored one copy of this giveaway to give away. We're actually on the road to getting, I'm actually on the road to getting 5,000 followers on Bookstagram. So this was one of the, I was trying to celebrate and just gift someone, and they came to the party and sponsored one copy. So I'm not really into poetry. I've always said this, but yeah, my friends, some of my friends have suggested other books that I'm looking forward to getting and reading at some point, because book buying ban, I will get them at some point. They've suggested other works of other poets. So this I'm actually I read every other night as well, and I like the illustrations that are inside the book, and it is signed. Yeah, so this is published by Simon & Schuster, but it's in South Africa, it's Jonathan Ball Publishers that do the distribution or whatever. And it's subsectioned into mind, heart, rest, and awake. So I'm actually enjoying it. I don't know if like a poetry collection has a what is it, a blurb? Yeah. Rupi Kaur is a poet, artist, and performer. As a 21-year-old university student, Rupi wrote, illustrated, and self-published her first poetry collection, Milk and Honey. Next came its artistic sibling, The Sun and Her Flowers. These collections have sold over 8 million copies and have been translated into over 40 languages. Homebody is her third collection of poetry. Rupi's work touches on love, loss, trauma, healing, femininity, and migration. She feels most at home when creating art or performing her poetry on stage. To learn more, go onto rupikaur.com, and she does the cover art and the illustrations on her books. And like I just read now, she has Milk and Honey and The Sun and Her Flowers as her previous work. After feeling disconnected for so long, my mind and body are finally coming back to each other. Homebody. And this is how the back of it looks like. Yeah. That is what I'm also reading. And lastly, such a glorious cover. Exhale. I had to stop and just admire it. It's stunning. Blackbird Books is coming with the titles and the covers. So this is Exhale, a Blackbird Books and Hola Africa project on queer African erotic fiction. I love this cover. It's stunning. And there's various contributors. Let me read their names. Mercy Tokozane Mina, Mubanga Kalima Mkwento, a fave, author of this fabulous book. Yeah. All these books that I've got up here are on my TBR for the year. So I'm going to keep them up there for the rest of the year. Yeah. Okay, so Mubanga is part of the contributors. Fiskenyi, Rongo, Von Zigo, Lawrence Mashiane, Tehufatso Sene, Ako Midaje, Nakane. Nakane's book is here. Piggy Boys Blues. That is another Blackbird Books book. Lady Nwadike, Yvonne Onakeme Etagene, Kabelo Mutweneng. So there's new authors that I don't know of as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me read the back as well for you. Exhale is a queer anthology wrapped in the idea of a release, a letting go, breathing out, an orgasm. These are the stories that come out when you play sip or spill, truth or dare, never have I ever, and lasts longer than 7 minutes in heaven. With sexual experiences from all over Africa, this anthology introduces some exciting new literary voices and brings you some of your established favorites. Hola, short for Hub of Loving Action in Africa, is a hub for knowledge that goes into all realms of sex and sexuality as it pertains to all aspects of African sex and sexuality. This is a space where women and gender non-conforming people of all sexualities can come together and engage with each other and the world. Hola, in partnership with Blackbird Books, called on all emerging and established voices to submit their sexiest, most imaginative, and well-crafted stories for a queer African anthology of erotica. Yeah, so I'm actually quite excited about this. This is actually the month of February's read for my friends in literary and everything else. Book club, Literary Alliance book club. They're reading this for the month, and I think their review is on the 20th of February. So this will be book club Saturday, this month, so I'm hoping that I can cover as much as possible of this this anthology. Let me just see the names of the Everyone We Love Can't Be Saved by Kabelo Mutsuning. I wanted to read some of the names of the short stories. There's Sizwe Wants to Make Love by Lawrence Mashiane, and The Fool by Nakane. Can't Wait. The Sweetest Ache by Mercy Tokozane Mina, and Inswa by Mubanga Kalimamu Kwento, and First Time by Lady Nwadike. I'm so excited for this, guys. I can't wait. So yeah, guys, those are the books that I'm hoping when the month hits the 28th of Feb, I will be done reading. And I've already started, so I am on a roll. That is my February stack. What are you guys reading for the month of February? Please do let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.